Hi, I'm Andy Lewis and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I know I just did one the other day and it was a book review for The Christmas Carol, so check that out if you have not. And I do plan to do another video. Today is the 22nd. I plan on doing one on the 24th on Christmas Eve. That one's for my 1-year anniversary. So check that one out whenever you can. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas, when you get to it. But I wanted to go ahead and do this video because I actually have a plan for my 1-year anniversary video, which I was going to do something else, then I thought, nah, I'll do this instead because I had a whole other video planned. Excuse me, so it's my way of condensing. And I didn't want to do this one for that one, so I was like, let's just go ahead and do another video. So, I'm going to be doing a video tag, and I was tagged in this, this is the friendship tag, and I was tagged in this by, Ange with an E. She has a BookTube channel, and you should all check her out, and she's been doing Vlogmas. She hasn't been on for a couple days, but she's been doing Vlogmas during this month, and, her videos, are all very fun, very interesting. She does, video vlogging, and she does some reviews, she does wrap-up videos, and she talks about, the stuff that she's reading and stuff that she wants to read, and, all kinds of, great videos, and, I want to say more, but I'm trying to limit myself. But she's also had some really funny videos lately, too, with, Shuggate, which has really got me curious about the book Shuggy Bane, and so, yeah, so I may have to check that book out sometime in the next, 12 months or so. So, anyway, before I get started with the tag, though, I got a Christmas card, a holiday card, from my friend Regina, Regina's Haunted Library. And it's this really cool looking, looks like a bunch of, Victorian-like, caroler-like people. It's kind of dark and stuff. It's kind of gothic. And it says fruitcake at the bottom, and they're all throwing fruitcakes into this frozen lake because, clearly they don't like fruitcake. And personally, I don't have an opinion. I have a thought of how I could improve fruitcake and make it more tasty, because I don't really care for candied fruit, but I don't really have much an opinion on fruitcake. I know people who hate fruitcake, and it's kind of funny. And inside, there's a little surprise inside, but I'll wait for that. Wishing you and yours a happy holiday. Season's greetings. Love, Regina, Matilda, and Lily. And there's a little picture drawn of her adorable dog, Lily. She does a hashtag Your Daily Lily on her videos and on Instagram, so check her out on both. And this was in there. This is a bookmark from the first book in her Dark Hollow's Chronicles, The Ghosts of Dark Hollow, and that's actually on my TBR, so I plan on reading that, sometime soon. So that was awesome. That made my night because I just got back from vacation, and yeah. So thank you so much, Regina. That really did make my night. I was so excited. Everybody else was not in the house at the time. They were across the street getting a package that had been delivered to left in a neighbor's house for safety reasons, so it wouldn't get stolen or something. And so I was going through the mail and I found it and I was like, oh, and I opened it up and I was just so excited, and that just made my night. So thank you. So getting on with the video now. I just had to take a little time for that, for both that and talking about Ange with an E, which do check out both their channels. So these are the books that I have for my tag. So the tag is the friendship tag, and each letter of the word friends is a prompt. So the first word is F, which is for friendship. Name a book with a strong friendship. I do have an audio version of this book but it's kind of hard to get to right now with how we have all the stuff out in the house, for the holidays with presents and stuff. So I couldn't really get to it, but the book I chose for that was The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. And I mean, that's kind of an immortal teen, novel that's just, I think a modern classic. Um, with a really strong friendship between all these boys, especially Johnny and Dallas and the main character, Ponyboy. So I chose that one as my book for book with a strong friendship. Not two. R is for real life. Name a nonfiction book you want to read. Well, on my vacation, I think the first book I picked up, because I picked up a couple books and I got some really good deals on some books. This one was actually on clearance. I got it Earthbound Trading Company, and it's called Creative Alchemy: Meditations, Rituals, and Experiments to Free Your Inner Magic. It's about strengthening your inner self and your spiritual self. So I plan on checking it out. It's by Marlo Johnson. So I plan on getting into that, and it has like 88 meditations and stuff you can do in your daily life. So I is for indie author. Name a book by an indie author. Well, there's so many I could choose. And actually, there is another book that I'll be mentioning in one of the prompts. It's by an indie author, but it fit for another category. And so I chose name a book by an indie author. I chose My Friend Nick, which I've done a review on. It is by Joseph Hood, and it is an excellent horror story. I recommend you check it out. Excuse me. And his new book, The Bride of Warren, which is on my TBR. So I plan on checking it out really soon. I have read read some of the preview on Amazon, and it is it's written really well. And so is this one. This one's written awesome too. I would check the story out. This had some interesting twists and turns, and it left me shocked. I was emotionally invested, which I know I mentioned that before, but I cannot stress enough that this book threw me for a loop. So check out, My Friend Nick by Joseph Hood. And that's my book for indie author. E is for endings. Name a book with an ending that made you scream for more. The book I chose for that, I've done a review on this one too, and it's Widdershins by Jordan L. Hawk. It is the first book in the Wyborn and Griffin novel series, and it did leave me wanting more. So I was screaming more for this, and I have read the first short story that was written in the series. It came out after the second book, which I have not read yet, but it takes place right after this one and before the second book. So, yeah, and it's gothic, and it's kind of Lovecraftian horror and adventure, and it's also LGBT and MM romance. So, I mean, it had lots of great categories that I really enjoyed, and also it was very exciting, very suspenseful, and horrific at times, because some of the scenes in it were crazy, and some of them, and it has magic in it, and it's just an awesome book. So I think Jordan L. Hawk is another indie author. So I mean, that's two indie authors, and there's another indie author I'll be mentioning a little bit later. Actually, the next prompt. So the next prompt is N. The letters N. N is for new. Name a book you can't wait to buy. And so the book is that I chose is Snowblind by R. St. Clair. Regina's Haunted Library. I can't wait to pick that one up. I have her other most recent publication, and I just have not gotten to read it yet, and I'm sorry that I haven't gotten to it. I will get to it soon. Like I said, like I've said before, I've had not as much time to read of late, and I'm trying to get back into the reading and trying to get back into the writing after I finished writing a short story that I recently completed too. So that is it's a Christmas horror story, and it is a also Regina St. Clair or R. St. Clair. She is an indie author also. So that is my book choice for new. D is for dark. Name a book with dark themes. Now this one, I had a couple written down as possibilities. I had 2 different books written down. I will tell you what my other choice was, but first off, the choice I went with was Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. Of course, this book has all kinds of themes. It has incest. It has, oh yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry. It has child abuse, kind of family secrets and greed, and I think those are all very dark themes. So, I mean, it's psychological horror. So it's gothic, it's psychological horror, and pretty much all V.C. Andrews is. It's all psychological horror, and a lot of it's very gothic. So I mean, and family drama. It's just kind of, it's a wild and very high emotion type book. I think they call them escapist fiction or escapist literature or something like that. So that's the book I chose for dark. The word dark, name a book with dark themes. The other book I was thinking about doing as a possibility for this one was The Monk by Matthew Gregory Scott. Or Matthew Gregory Lewis. I don't know why I said Scott. So, but that one has a lot of dark themes in it too, and it has incest in it too, and it has murder and matricide and witchcraft and demons and sin and all kinds of stuff, So check out The Monk, which I reviewed that, and Flowers in the Attic. And S in Friends is for sharing, and so I'm going to share this tag with 3 other booktubers, and if you guys see this, awesome, and if you want to do it, awesome. If you have already done it, I'm sorry that I didn't know you have done it, and if you don't want to do it, that's fine too. I just, so I just thought I'd share it. So I'm sharing this with Regina's Haunted Library, Dane Reads, and Mindy's Book Journey. So if you guys want to do this tag, awesome. I can't wait to see it. If you guys have already done this tag, I will try to find it. If you guys don't want to do this tag, that's perfectly fine. And if anybody who sees this wants to do the tag that I didn't mention, please do. And if you have done this tag, hey, let me know. I would love to see it. So, and if those who I have am sharing the tag with, if they if they don't see it, that's perfectly fine too. So, but that's the video I have. You're not going to see me very often, in a Christmas hat. I'm not a big fan of Christmas time because I think it's all very commercial and stuff, and not what the winter holidays are all about. I think it's lost its meaning, and so I'm not a big fan of it. Also, I'm not a fan of cold, because now it's winter, as of yesterday, since yesterday was the winter solstice. And, so happy Yule to everybody out there who is, celebrators of Yule and the solstice and Yuletide. So, anyway, I will see you all again on Christmas Eve for my Christmas Eve video, or whenever you get to see that one. That'll be my 1-year anniversary, and I've already got my video planned for that. So, take care, keep safe, wear your masks, keep warm, and, we're now in a time of rebirth. Yule is about the returning of the sun and, rebirth, and so let's get hope reborn, So, anyway, see you next time. Bye-bye.